what you need is not correct.
Someone will do so.
When they bring coming and give me a bed.
For the love of the game, right?
Yes, the battery.
Fine game. Fine. Now go. No straight.
But I need press somebody.
Good run. Good play. Fresh other place. Too much rush of blood. Guy, chill small. Aduna for 5th and 6th playoff to determine the 5th and the 6th team.
Good one there to let you have a feel of some rugby football, at least to see how it's been played. That's actually happening in Abuja. Welcome you on the show, 360 Sport. On Trust TV, we'll be talking about the highlight for the week and also looking at the matches that will be coming up for this weekend. A lot of matches in the EPL, Bundesliga, and also the French League One. It has started, it's back in a bigger form, and people can't just wait to see those games. And also, Team Nigeria performing so well at the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham Birmingham City. A lot of these will be coming your way as we roll on the show 360 Sport for the weekend. I am Adeni Ajishafe. Well, let's start from the Commonwealth Games as we quickly review what happened during the week. A good one for Team Nigeria. Birmingham 2022, Nyekwere Obiageri wins gold and silver in discus. They started it like that, just like a joke, and the week has really run well when it comes to Team Nigeria winning a lot of medals in gold, silver, and also bronze medal. Congrats to Team Nigeria, the lady Onekwewe, and also Obiageri. They were able to do well, winning gold and also silver, bronze, as they actually were able to defeat other countries to get to the finals of that particular sport called discus. They did well for Nigeria in that sport. Congrats to both of them as they actually make Nigerians proud in that sport. We were talking about Team Nigeria performance at the Commonwealth Games taking place in Birmingham City. Right now, Team Nigeria actually gathered about 16 medals, all where we have 7 gold, and we are celebrating. From there, during the week, another one that happened, Team Nigeria clinches 5 medals in para sport. That was what happened during the week. Also, looking at the next story as we talk about Team Nigeria clinching 5 medals. Well, good one there. They were able to do well as they won 5 medals in just a day. The likes of Goodness Unwachukwu, she did well in para discus for Nigeria. Congrats to her. She also broke world record in a game. We're talking about discus there. Well, F46 to 48. Nigerian star doing well for Nigeria. They are not forgetting for Lashade Oluwafemi Ayo, who also won gold for Nigeria in powerlifting there. Congrats to all of them. Bose Omalayo did well also by winning silver for Nigeria in powerlifting. Not forgetting Obichukwu, who also did well, and also Nnamdi Innocent winning bronze for Nigeria when it comes to powerlifting. Just in the day, 5 medals, and it was an exciting moment for Team Nigeria during the week. Well, quickly, we used to talk about Team Nigeria. Just Friday, Amusan Brume qualified for final in hurdles and long jump. Just a good one from world champion, world record holder Tobiloba Amusan, who actually clocked 12.40 seconds to win a race in the heat 3 of the hurdles that she ran. Good one. At least we have in Nigeria the final right now in the women's hurdles, and you also have Ese Brume. Ese Brume left well in her own long jump as she qualified for the final, and right now Nigerians are waiting to see what will happen on Sunday as they will all be competing. Not forgetting Ruth Usoro, who also did well for Nigeria in this particular sport. Well, right now we also talk about Nigerians who did well just yesterday, Friday. Adekuroye Oborodudu, they won gold medal for Nigeria in wrestling. Adekuroye did so well in the 57-kilogram category, while Blessing Oborodudu won another gold for Nigeria. Well, it has to do with 68-kilogram category. And congrats to the ladies for doing us so proud just on Friday in wrestling. Another strength for Team Nigeria. While we celebrate them for what they've done so far, we just have to look at the fact that the team so far, they've been able to run around and they've gathered 16 medals all in all, and we are standing 8 on the log, no longer 10. We're actually edging close, and it's possible that a lot of medals will be coming also today and also tomorrow before the curtain falls. Congrats to Team Nigeria and also all the athletes so far that have made us proud over there in Birmingham City. While we talk about what happened during the week quickly, we have to look at our team. That is the Falconet. Right now, they are in Costa Rica as they want to play at the World Cup. Well, during the week, Falconet depart for Costa Rica as Danjuma, that's their coach, Christopher Danjuma, releases squad list. The 21 players that will be playing at the World Cup. FIFA World Cup under 20 will be coming up in Costa Rica, and Nigeria will be playing in Group C. Quickly, let's look at the list that was released by Coach Danjuma, where we have goalkeepers Nelly Eke, Monle Oyono, Peace Obidima. In defenders, we have Oluwatosin Dimehi, who actually stands as the captain of that squad. Omomi Oshobukola, Rofiat Imran, Jumoke Alani, Chidima Ogbuchi, Oluchi Ohagbulem, and you have in the midfield, Bashirat Amo will be there, Esther Oyenezi, they'll be holding fort, Adoyina Motrayo Amo, Chinyere Kalu, Deborah Abiodun, they will all be in the midfield and the forwards. Blessing Mercy Okpe, Chiamaka Okuchuku, Chiama Olise, Floris Baston, Mercy Idoko, and you have Joy Jerry. Those are the list that have been, at least the squad that will be playing at the Under-20 World Cup, where we hope that our ladies will be able to win in that particular group. Now, looking at the groups that we're playing at the competition, we have Group A, Costa Rica, Australia, Spain, and Brazil for the groups. Group A, where the Costa Rica, the host nation, are there. Group B, Germany, Colombia, New Zealand, and also Mexico will be actually fighting for honors. And in Group C, where you have our own darling team, Under-20 Falconet, they play alongside France, Canada, and also Korea Republic. They'll be fighting for honors there, and it's very sure that our team will actually scale through. The ladies are battle ready. They've been talking tough, and they've been training for almost 3 weeks now. They've been in camp, and they are ready to go places. Group D, Japan, the host, the defending champion, Netherlands, Ghana, another country representing Africa there. Nigeria and Ghana representing Africa at the World Cup for Under-20, while you have USA are also part of Group D. A big match that will be coming up. So many matches will be coming up, and it will be starting 11th August, and let's see who wins and who stays. Well, Team Nigeria, they've done well at the Commonwealth Games. Falconets are also, they are there in Costa Rica, ready to go for Nigeria as we look at all these particular things. Now, quickly, as we talk about all this, we just have to look at what Team Nigeria and also what Falconets are ready to do at the competition, where we still believe that our team will win more medals today. Now, as we look at that quickly, let's go straight to the event. Rather, the Nigerians have won medals. Let's look at the Nigerians, where we have 7 gold, 3 silver, and 6 bronze medals, all 16. And you quickly, you look at Adijat Adenike Olarin, who started the floodgate of medal for Nigeria. She won gold in women's 55 kilogram. Edidion Joseph Umafia won bronze in men's 67 kilogram. Rafiatu Falashade Lawal, gold, women 59 kilogram. Islamiyah Yusuf, also bronze in women's 64 kg. Taiwo Leadi, Mary Taiwo Sijo, silver and bronze respectively. In athletics, Chioma Onyekwere, as I said earlier, won gold in women discus throw. Obiagiri Amechi, bronze women discus throw. And her goodness, Chiemere Wachuku, gold women discus throw. That is in para discus. And you have in para powerlifting, you have Alice Folashade Oluwafemi Ayo, gold women's heavyweight. Bose Patricia Molayo, silver. Okechukwu Christian Obichukwu, silver. Also in the Innocent, bronze. You have wrestling, Adekure Oduayo, gold. Kolawole Esther, bronze. And you have Blessing Oborodudu with gold. Good one for Team Nigeria. Yes, we have 16 medals all, 7 gold, 3 silver, and you have 6 bronze medals. Well, yes, good one for there. Now, let's look at the event that will be coming up today over there in Birmingham quickly. Talking about the women freestyle 50 kilogram category. We have men freestyle 57 kilogram quarterfinals. We have Ebeke Wenimo Wilson will be fighting for Nigeria. Also, men's freestyle 74 kilogram. Ogbona Emmanuel will be fighting there in wrestling. Women's freestyle Nordic. You have women's high jump finals where you have Temitope Simbiat additional will be competing. Women's para sports now, that has to do with Ugochi Constance will be fighting. And also not forgetting Ukeria Njideka, all for Nigeria. As we speak now, they are ready to battle. Women's 4x100 meter relay. Team Nigeria will be running in Heat 2. Men's 4x100 meter relay with Heat 2 also. Women's armor, men's 400 meter hurdles, men's 200 meters, and you have women's 200 meter where favor Ophili will also be running. Still looking at the event that will be coming up, we have in table tennis, Bello Fatima Tinuke will be alongside Edem Ofyong will be doing the doubles for ladies against Edward Leila and Kalam Mosfik in the women's doubles that will be coming round of 16. There you have Quadri Aruna, Paul Drinkall, that will be the fight for quarterfinals in table tennis. Felicity Picard versus Faith Obazwaye, that will be coming up later. And you have Nigerian Issa Ogunkule in para table tennis. That will be another one to look at. Nasiru Sule will be playing para table tennis. And you have Ife Chukwude Christina, and it will be competing in women's singles classes, gold medal match. That will be a big one in para table tennis. Well, it means really we're expecting much from Team Nigeria today as they file out in all the categories of event that they will be participating in today. Hopefully, gold awaits Nigeria in all these events. Congrats to Team Nigeria, 16 medals in all, 7 gold, 3 silver, and 6 bronze medals. We appreciate what they've been doing, and we just have to celebrate Team Nigeria. Now, let's talk about another one. This time around, it has to do with, well, in Nigeria, but although he stays in New Zealand, his name is Israel Adesanya. Israel Adesanya has been a big fighter when it comes to mixed martial art, but right now he will be fighting by November 2nd. He'll be fighting against Alex Pereira. Well, so far in his career they've met in kickboxing then, and he defeated Adesanya twice. That was in kickboxing, but not in UFC. Adesanya actually held this belt since 2019, and he'll be defending the belt against Alex Pereira in mixed martial art. And when you look at the analysis of the two of them now, you look at the fact that Adesanya has really done well when it comes to the UFC fight. Well, from the way it is, Adesanya will actually be doing well against Alex Pereira in this particular fight as he faces him in trying to defend his belt. In this particular competition that will be coming by November 2nd. November 2nd will be the time that Adesanya will be fighting against Alex Pereira. And we look at the fact that at the age of 33, he has won so many fights, lost just one, and you have to give it up to Israel Adesanya. The weight is 185, the same weight with Alex Pereira, 6'4", in height, and they both reached 80-79. Well, let's wait for this fight. November 2nd will be the day. Let's see what Israel Adesanya will be offering in that UFC fight. See, looking at the event for this weekend, quickly we move away from Israel Adesanya as we talk about ITO Cup matches. Rather, before then, let's look at Super Falcons. Super Falcons of Nigeria, after playing at the WAFCON, they tried their best, but they came fourth in that competition that took place in Morocco. Afterwards, FIFA released the ranking so far, and now Team Nigeria actually dropped places. They've dropped 7 places, and now as it is in world ranking, we've dropped, although we are still one in number 1, where our ladies tried their best. It wasn't easy looking at what happened during the competition. Well, they didn't get their pay as it went due, and also we can't say the team is aging. They just have to infuse some young, youthful players from other teams, and at least let's have the best of the best when it comes to Nigerian women football. Super Falcons, they've really tried winning the competition for 9 times. Congrats to them for that. But right now, the team is aging and they are dropping form, and they just have to up their game. The coach or coaches that will be at least holding a sway there, talking about around the world and the rest, they just have to infuse new players to get our ladies to a better performance when it comes to women football in Nigeria. Well, like I said, Falcons will be facing France, Korea, Republic, and also Canada as they fight out in their own Group C. The Group C, that's where they'll be fighting for honor at the World Cup under 20. Costa Rica is the place as they begin the fight there. Well, good one for Israel Adesanya, who will be fighting by November 2nd. Super Falcons, we believe in them. They will get their acts back, and also we want to see them doing so well. Let's come and talk about ITO Cup. Round of 64 played, round of 32 played, and now they'll be going for round of 16 fixtures for men, while the women will be going for a round of 8. Quickly, we look at those fixtures that will be coming up for this weekend. Good one there. Well, ITO round of 8 fixtures for women. Bayelsa Queens, Abia Angels. Good one. National Maso after edging Nigeria Tels in the 1-0 game that took place in Jos. They'll be facing Conference Queens, Delta Queens, Heartland Queens, and it's going to be a battle between FC Robo Queens and Royal Queens. Those are the games in round 8 fixtures for the Federation's Cup. Why is he talking about for the men now? Let's look at the men's own. We are Green Beret, the Nigerian Army football team. They'll be fighting against Niger Tornadoes. Lobby Stars, Accra City, well, good one there. They will be facing that's team 2. Heartland versus Dakada FC, Sunshine Stars, Katsina United, Aqua United, Kogi United. And you look at El Kaneme Warriors, Wiki Tories, Nasarawa United against Bende Insurance, who are back to the MPFL. Those are the fixtures for this weekend. Let's talk about looking at the ITO Cup, Federation's Cup. Well, we are doing our own in a different way. We played after our league actually ended. Well, for the foreign ones, they played alongside the league time. Well, as it is, let's see who qualified for round of 16, from round of 16 to round of 8 in the men. And for the women, the big battle is here. Who wins it and who will actually be dropping is a one loss and you're out kind of a game. They have been talking about the ITO Cup, Federation's Cup, as some people call it. It has been the oldest league cup rather in almost all the whole countries in the whole world. Now we'll be taking a short break. Let's allow you to enjoy some women football. At least it's always men. Let's talk about women now. This time around, Nasarawa Amazon versus Niger Rattles. We have it for you.
Never. My students this game just use for them now. Go. Press. Go back there. And then you go back your ball. What the flight of the ball? No, no. Don't allow him. Very good. What? Come on now. Get out here. Launch your ball. Very good. Always launch it back. Launch it back. Open again now. Open again. Up. What? Stop. Up. Come on now. Get out here.
We are also quite excited about qualifying for the Super 6, though it hasn't been easy. And also for this match, we were coming for winning as well. But just like football is, you either win, lose, or draw. So I guess that's what we have for us. What we just need to do now is just to be focused, determined, and prepare ahead.
As a team, I feel very happy as a team, and we are happy because when they score the first goal, we feel sad, but we know that we can do it as a team because we normally work as a team to bring our best.
Good one. There are some ladies football, at least. Nigeria Amazon, Nigeria. There's always a battle. North Central battle. Well, Nigeria Amazon actually qualify for the round of 8 at the expense of Nigeria. Says defeated them by 1-0, or rather 1-0 there. Well, quickly, we just have to go foreign now as we talk about some matches. EPL is back. German Bundesliga is back. French League 1 is also back. I'll be looking at all these games I have in the studio. Well, gentlemen, I'll be looking at football when it comes to foreign. Let's quickly talk about some juicy world of football right now. Starting from Charles. Ajuya, good to have you, Charles.
Good to be back here.
The Real Madrid fan. And I have Uzoma here. Good to have you, Uzoma.
Good to be on the show.
Good one. Let's talk about EPL, La Liga, all of them. But before then, yesterday, a big one. Arsenal, they were able to win their game. And that was the first that actually happened. Although before we talk about it, quickly look at the result of the match that was played, some foreign results quickly. We have Arsenal winning 2-0. You have Coppa Italia, Udinese defeating Ferrapisalo 2-1. In the Coppa Italia, Sampdoria won against Regina. Cagliari 3-2 against Perugia. Lecce 2, Cittadella 3. In Bundesliga, Frankfurt 1. It was a walloping coming from Bayern Munich, as some people call it. Bayern Munich, well, 6-1. Well, good one for the Senegalese Sadio Mane. Lyon 2, Ajaccio 1. Those are the results as it happened just yesterday. Over there in Europe, it's back. You just can't take it away. The excitement is back. And now, let's quickly look at Arsenal versus Crystal Palace. What really happened? A lot of people were expecting maybe Crystal Palace would do their normal initial grass, as you say it. They will be able to hold down Arsenal. But Arsenal show class, 2-0, Martinelli and Guehi.
Yeah, I mean, looking at Arsenal yesterday, I think they're ready for a new season. There was a lot of expectations on them. Bro, Gabriel Jesus, they had Zinchenko. And both of them performed, especially Zinchenko yesterday, he performed really well going from left back to central midfield. You could see that that's something they've worked on. Even the first goal, you could see was a well-worked training ground goal. And I think something I liked from Arsenal yesterday was their intensity. They were really intense. Normally in such games, these are the games you see sometimes Arsenal lack the cajoles because they get overpowered, they get they can't match intensity on such nights. But I think pound for pound, they kept Palace really at bay, especially within the first 30 minutes. You could see their passing was good, the movement, you could see patterns in their play. And yeah, I was really impressed with Arsenal, especially for the first 30 minutes. Point in time, the second half, it was okay, Palace were getting ahead of them. But the moment the second goal went in, which was about towards the last 10 minutes or so, it was game over, really. And a nice one from Arsenal yesterday.
Okay, Uzoma, we do have said, okay, looking at how he just spoke concerning the game, Arsenal, Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace, I was expecting a lot from them. Really, I was expecting that maybe they should be able to at least draw Arsenal out. But it seems they kind of lay back.
Looking at the game, you could tell that even coming into the game, the disparity in the pre-seasons, it was clear that Arsenal were going to, from that physical intensity standpoint, like Charles said, Arsenal were going to have the intensity, whereas Palace, maybe they will grow into the game as the game went on. And that's exactly what happened. The first 30 minutes, you know, Arsenal, they were on top. The passes were flowing, the patterns of play, everything was going well. They scored their goal, but then they let Palace back into the game. And this was something that cropped up last season as well. And even the commentator spoke on it, like in the second half, you know, he talked about passes going astray, passes that were being made in the first half. And I think from the Palace standpoint, they should have done their gra-gra because they missed a lot of amazing chances, you know. Ramsdale had that save on Edouard, I believe, in the first half. And then in the second half, Eze, all the time in the world, he took his time, opened up his body, and he passed it to Ramsdale. I don't know if you saw the 1v1 that he missed. So it was a game of fine margins. It could have easily been 2-1 to Palace around the time that Saka played the ball onto Guehi for the second goal. And we could have been having a different conversation by now.
Now, I want to pick two players out. They came from Manchester City, Zinchenko and Gabriel Jesus. And a lot of people were like, wow, let's see what they could do. Although Zinchenko really had a good time, 82 minutes, 72 passes, it was outstanding.
Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, you could really tell that's probably one of Arteta's tactics, so to speak, because Zinchenko going from the left back position to to central midfield. It's classic Pep. He used to do that in Bayern Munich with Philipp Lahm coming in from left back to central midfield. But I did feel yesterday, because I remember speaking to my mate watching the game, saying that this is something Palace could actually press on, because if they could have someone hogging the touchline, the right wing position, they could really have Zinchenko pinned back on the left to the left back position, which will cause issues for Arsenal in the tactical setup. But Palace didn't really do that. You had Jordan Ayew, who wasn't really at it, especially in the first half. So, yeah, I felt they could have done better in that aspect. But yeah, he had a solid game. Another person who had a solid game, not Manchester City lad, but William Saliba.
Saliba was outstanding. In fact, outstanding player.
Yeah, he
in
was
that particular game.
yesterday. Man of the match, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
so
why
got
did
the
it
man
take
of
so
the
long to bring him back?
they signed him in 2019, so I don't know. Because
years.
I thought I would tell you that was the plan all along, to have him come back as this Rolls Royce defender. But yeah, he was.
Saliba was outstanding just in that game. And you look at, so far, before we move to the fixtures, this season, judging with that goal, rather the match, the first match between Arsenal and Crystal Palace, would you say Arsenal is ready for the league?
I mean, looking on
For
it,
just that match?
the match, judging by the first 30 minutes, I was saying they were going to go places. But then, same old Arsenal. They nearly let Palace back into the game. And I think, in fact, Zinchenko, in my opinion, he got a bit exposed. Because, okay, you have him doing the inverted fullback thing, talking into midfield. But then, at the same time, during the game, there were so many long balls that were being targeted to Zinchenko's area of the field, So many times they went looking for Ayew, and I think it got to a point where they even had to sub him off and bring on Tierney. So let's see. We need to see how Jesus beds in. I felt Jesus, he didn't have enough of a box presence in the game yesterday, but that's also a bit of his game, dropping deep to link up, especially playing at Man City all these years. So, I mean, as a United fan, I don't want to give Arsenal any props. So let's see how it goes.
You might look at
But
that.
I am predicting. I am predicting they finish in the Europa League places. No bias there. Just my honest opinion.
Okay, from the way it is, it's obvious that Man United fan will never ever give any credit to Arsenal. Well, good one. They have been looking at the game that was played between Arsenal and Crystal Palace. A big one, 2-0 in favor of the Gunners. They've started well right now, 3 points in the kitty, and they are really running home. Let's see what they will do concerning this season. Now, quickly, we talk about the English Premier League match day 1 fixtures coming up this weekend. Quickly, as we look at them. Now, Fulham, Liverpool, another big one, because if you look at Fulham, they are back to EPL and want to make statement. Bournemouth, Aston Villa, let's take it 2-2 or 3-3. Leeds, Wolves, Newcastle, Nottingham Forest, Tottenham, Southampton, Everton, Chelsea, Leicester, Brentford, Man United, Brighton, West Ham, Man City. Let's take it from Charles. Let's take Fulham, Liverpool. This game is a game that it could be tricky because Fulham are back, and they might want to prove a point that, okay, yes, we are not out in this, we know how to play this team called Liverpool. But how do you see this game?
I mean, you saw the form Liverpool on Saturday with Mo Salah, finished at his ready for the season. And
You don't think that they really miss Sadio Mane? Kind of.
I don't think so. I mean, especially for today against Fulham, I think Fulham would be, Liverpool probably win the game like 3-0 or something. Like Mo Salah, Thiago on Saturday. If judging from the Community Shield game on Saturday, it looks like Liverpool are ready for this season. I'm predicting they actually go on to win the league this year. Like, I think they'll take City all the way, but I think they'll win the league this season. And for the game today, it's Fulham away. It should be a difficult game. It's the first game of the season. Everyone is excited. Everyone blood racing. But I think Liverpool will just have enough for Fulham. And Fulham, they bought a couple of players in. They usually have this thing where they buy a lot of players coming to the season, and it takes a lot of time for them to blend in before they can actually get their mojo going. But coming in to face Liverpool on the first day of the season, Liverpool, you can tell from the way they ended their last season. I mean, we've been there in the final in Paris. I think this year they're coming for vengeance in every sense of the word. And yeah, I think for today they'll take Fulham to the cleaners, to be fair.
Well, you believe they will take Fulham to the cleaners. I'm sure you're already. I can see you.
Honestly, I have to agree with Charles.
Seriously?
Yes, as hard as it is. Because Fulham, we know what they are about. Come to the Premier League, get relegated, they go to the Championship, Mitrovic scores 30 goals, they come back to the Premier League, get relegated. They're a yo-yo club, and they're playing Liverpool, first game of the season. You know, I feel like those guys as well, they have something to prove. Like Mane leaving, they want to show we don't miss Mane. You know, we finished 1 point, 2 points behind City last season. They want to show we're ready this year. So revenge season. You know, for me, I agree. They lost in Paris. They fell at the final hurdle in the Premier League as well. So there's a lot of hunger in that team, and I feel Fulham is definitely going to feel the brunt of that hunger.
While we are talking about Fulham versus Liverpool, according to them, they will be trashing. That's believe that Liverpool will trash Fulham. We wait to see that. But let's look at another one. Everton and Chelsea, a big match there. You look at looking at the fixture again. You have teams. Right now, you can see you have. It's not even top 4 anymore. It's now maybe top 8, 5. Everton, Chelsea, a big man. Looking at, if you check the transfer for this season, Chelsea are not too kind of loud. They got some players, Ryan Sterling and all of that, but from the way it is for this game at the Goodison Park, I have a little fear for Chelsea.
I could agree with you, but Everton not that great either. Everton, they sold Richarlison to Spurs. They haven't replaced him, and if what the information I heard right is that Calvert-Lewin has an injury, so he won't be available today. So I don't know who they're going to go into that fixture as their striker. But speaking of strikers, Chelsea also have a striker issue. They've taken Romelu Lukaku back to Inter Milan, and they're probably planning for the season with Kai Havertz as their number 9. Kai Havertz is a brilliant player. He scored a winner for them in Champions League a few years back, but he's not a number 9 in my opinion. Yes, they have Ryan Sterling, they have that runner in behind, which is something they haven't really lacked, to be fair, with Timo Werner, but Sterling knows the league well. He's going to bring something different to the team. But in the same vein, I feel he's not the man to take Chelsea to the Premier League title. Yeah, they have some brilliant signings in Koulibaly. Koulibaly is a wonderful signing. It's probably the best sign they've made so far this summer, in my opinion. But yes, they have their solid defensive abilities. But going forward, not so much. But for today, I feel they'd probably be Everton as well.
Okay, now Manchester, your team. Manchester United. Let's talk about the fact that this season almost all the players they've been avoiding your club. What happened? What's the problem? Now they are going to be facing Brighton.
Let's be real. If I was a professional footballer right now, we know sentimental attachments to United, I would look at them twice before joining.
Why?
Because you look at the dysfunction over the previous years. Moyes to Van Gaal to Mourinho to Solskjaer to Ten Hag, all coming in promising the same things yet failing to deliver. You look at the dysfunction at the board level. The Glazers are all the way in America. Every decision needs to go through to them. And naturally, that creates a backlog of certain things that need to be done on time. For the past 5 years, we've needed a central midfielder. Even while we had Pogba, while we had Fred, and while we had McTominay and all these people, we've needed a DM. And we haven't signed that person. And coming into this summer, it's clear that we needed reinforcements in the middle of the park, and we haven't sent anybody there. So it just all speaks to an unseriousness at all levels of the club. And as a player who cares about his career, I wouldn't want to come to such a club as opposed to like a Liverpool or a Man City or even a Chelsea who just won the Champions League 2 seasons ago. So yeah.
Now, so now that you're actually one way or the other agreeing that your club is not too fantastic when it comes to, but against Brighton, I think I see them. They should be able to win this game.
Brighton, they beat us.
They can be very, very stubborn.
They beat us 4-0 last season.
Yes.
Just not even 2-5. That's just last season. And I feel under Graham Potter, they have made massive strides. The first season, they had the underlying metrics, expected goals, but they didn't really have the results. The second season, they took that next level up, in terms of the results coming through. And I actually like Graham Potter. I feel like they've lost Cucurella, yes, but the way the team is set up, it's plug and play. They can bring in another person who can come and do what Cucurella has been doing. So I'm actually quite concerned for that game tomorrow, even though they'll be missing Bissouma. So that might be a plus.
That name you just mentioned has moved to Chelsea. That's a plus. Looking at Cucurella now that has moved to Chelsea, I think a lot of people are like, oh, do you really need this player? Or you should have gone for a striker or this or that. Do you agree with that?
I feel Chelsea need a left back. Chilwell has...
Because they have Chilwell, although we know Alonso is kind of
leaving to Barcelona. Yeah, but I feel Chilwell has had injury problems, so I feel they did need a left back. Problem is they need to pay 62 million or 55 million initial fee for another left back. I'm not so sure. That money could probably have been spent elsewhere. But yeah, Cucurella is a decent player, but for that fee, I don't think so. But it remains to be seen.
Why, actually, I don't know, maybe Chelsea were just trying to use their chance because of what happened between them and Barcelona, because Man City were actually the one gunning for Cucurella before they came in.
Yeah. I mean, Man City had a £40 million bid rejected, and they rightly said, okay, we're not going above 40 million. I mean, Bournemouth had a price. Bournemouth said, and one thing you have to Brighton said they needed 50 million, and I mean, Chelsea gave them 50 million. You pay what the club asked for. You have to give props to Brighton too. The year before, they told Arsenal they needed 50 million for Ben White. They had that this year. So that's
they are
fantastic.
making cool cash.
Making wonderful money to plug back into the team.
That is a serious team. Well run from top to bottom.
They know how to do the business. We've been looking at the chances of EPL matches, teams moving here and players rather moving here and there. Cucurella just joined Chelsea there, and they'll be fighting against Everton. Hopefully, it will be donning the Blues colour. And also, well, Manchester United against Brighton, another big match. Expect that because Brighton actually did well against them last season, 4-0. They walloped them. And now, from the way it is, Arsenal, they've started on a very good note, winning Crystal Palace 2-0, and now they are topping the table at least, even if it's going to be last for a day. Let's see how far they can go. We've been looking at the fixtures for this weekend and also the match day one in the EPL. As we quickly move away, let's run through other leagues as we look at the fixtures for this weekend. German Bundesliga. Teams are playing. Bayern, they came banging, winning their game 6-1. Let's look at the fixtures in the German Bundesliga. There, just to let you have a feel of the matches coming up this weekend, match day one of the German Bundesliga. We just told you earlier that Bayern did well. They won their game 6-1. And now you look at, they've started well again, and it's always a one-man match. Well, Cologne against Schalke 04. You have RB Leipzig against Stuttgart. Well, Borussia Dortmund at Signal Iduna Park. They'll be at home against Leverkusen. And Volkswagen Arena against Werder Bremen. It is going to be a big one there between the W teams. Union Berlin, they no longer have Taiwo Awoniyi, and they'll be facing another home team. It's going to be a duel there. Well, big one, Hertha Berlin, Hoffenheim, Mönchengladbach, and you have Augsburg, Freiburg. Now, looking at I'll pick out three matches here. You look at Wolfsburg, Werder Bremen, a big match. Dortmund, Leverkusen, another big one. Then you look at Union Berlin, Hertha Berlin. Is a big match because the same city of Berlin will host it at the same match.
Yeah, the Berlin derby is good. The Berlin derby is going to be a big one. I think it's been a while they had that derby, but I think again, like you said, Taiwo Awoniyi isn't there no more, so it's going to be quite tough for Union in this sense. But yeah, I think I'll go Hertha for this one.
You gave Hertha Berlin for this one. Well, Uzoma, looking at this, Wolfsburg, Werder Bremen. Who are you standing with?
I will stand with Wolfsburg because I feel Werder Bremen, they're not so good anymore. Definitely since De Bruyne, you know, he was on loan there. He had an amazing season. Since he left, they've been on a bit of a tailspin. Yes, Wolfsburg too as well. You know, back in the day, you know, they won the league in 2009. They were sort of a Champions League regular. Then they were in the wilderness for a bit. But I think with the new coach, Niko Kovac, formerly of Bayern, he's brought back that solidity that Wolfsburg are known for. So I'm definitely, as a betting man, I would go with Wolfsburg. Okay,
now we just look at German Bundesliga fixture there quickly. Before we go, we have to run through some stories now. Let's look at French League 1. Two matches will be played this weekend in French League 1. Well, from the way it is, the big boys are also ready. PSG, you know how they do their thing. It's always like the way it is in Germany. That's how it's always also in France. PSG always dominating there. Quickly, let's look at the fixtures in the French League 1. one there. PSG will be playing against Clermont. You can just say, okay, it's going to be a clap, kind of, in this game.
Well, first game of the league season for Christophe Galtier. I think you look at PSG's business this year. They've actually gone away from the model of, say, buying superstars to actually what you call smart signings. Mukiele, Vitinha, and Ekitike and Ronaldo. I think got Ronaldo Sanchez sometime this week. So you can see there's actually a pattern to what they're trying to build. And yeah, I think PSG will probably win this game and walk the league again as well this season.
Already, it's like an agreement throughout the whole world that PSG should win against Clermont. That's why it's a clap right now. Where you look at, still talking about the fixtures there, you look at other ones. Lille will be playing against Auxerre. Auxerre, they are back. I remember when Taribo was playing for them then. It was a team that Taribo actually made popular in Nigeria. Now they are back to the French Ligue 1 and they'll be playing against, that's the former team of Lille, and now that match is a match that I don't even want to see. Is really Lille? Auxerre? Are they back?
I think they will have problems because with France, generally since the pandemic, they've had the financial issue because they had the broadcaster deal and then the broadcaster pulled out, so they had to accept a deal that was far less than the original thing, and people have already budgeted with the original. So Auxerre definitely, as one of the smaller clubs in France, they've been affected by this. And they've had a bit of issues, especially last season. And this season they'll struggle because this year, the French league, because of that, they have to reduce from 20 teams to 18 teams. So this year, 4 teams are getting relegated. And I feel Auxerre are going to be one of those teams.
Wow. Okay, before we actually wrap it up, quickly, tell us, EPL man, Manchester United fan, who are those players that you think this season, watch out for them?
Oh, this is going to leave a bad taste in my mouth. Haaland,
1,
Darwin Núñez,
2,
Gabriel Jesus,
3.
Obvious. I would say Sterling as well. All of these people have changed clubs at a high level, and naturally these are the strikers, these are the number 9s, the people that score the goals, people that we are excited about. And then I would throw in a Man U player, Lisandro Martinez, because we spent £60 million on a centre back that's shorter than me. So I don't know how that's going to work. He's 5'9", but apparently, he's done it in the Champions League, he's done it for Ten Hag. So I'd like to see how that plays out this season as well, alongside the strikers.
Good one there. Now, the Real Madrid man, Spanish La Liga, will be starting to, now there are some players that have actually been acquired by clubs. Tell us, at least, let's 1 or 2, Rafinha and all the likes.
Barcelona have made a lot of signings this year.
I've seen this money.
They've made a lot of signings this year, and the signings they've made, it's not like, you wanted a specific type of player. He wanted Lewandowski, he got Lewandowski. He wanted Rafinha, he got Rafinha. So it's not like he wanted a striker, they just got any striker. So I think there's a lot of pressure on Xavi this year. He has to deliver. He has to deliver and deliver with style. But then again, Real Madrid, the reigning Spanish and European champions, we've plugged the gaps in our squad, so to speak. They're not Rudiger and Tchouameni, they're not starting 11 players immediately. But I feel with time they'll grow into that position, especially Rudiger. And yeah, I feel we'll probably win the league again this year still.
You're so sure that guys will win the league?
Yeah, we're going back. We're winning the league again.
I can see Uzoma shaking his head that no, I don't think he's agreeing with this.
I hate Barcelona so much, but as a United fan of a certain vintage, naturally, 2009, 2011. But but the business they've done this summer, even though I do not understand where they are getting this money from, that business is extremely impressive.
They sold some rights, TV rights.
Economic levers. They are going from Peter to PayPal, and it's going to catch up.
Let's do it this way before you go. Do you think, which team do you think will win the EPL? Just to catch you on a hot seat.
Liverpool.
Yeah. And you? City.
Yes.
La Liga.
Real Madrid.
Barcelona.
Bundesliga.
Bayern.
My goodness. Ligue 1.
PSG.
Now let's go to Italian Serie A.
Oh, okay. Now that one is tough. I feel it might swing back to Inter this year because Lukaku is back. Simone Inzaghi is a very good coach.
Just one word. Inter.
Yes.
You?
Oh, sure.
I'll go Juventus actually.
Seriously, the old lady.
Yeah,
Wow.
I think I'll go Juventus.
We have a good one with Uzoma, and Charles Ajuya in the studio. They've been talking tough concerning the league, EPL, French League 1, Italian Serie A, not forgetting Spanish La Liga, who will be changing names soon, any moment. And also, we've talked about the Bundesliga. Those matches are back. You'll be enjoying them. And now, let's talk, as we actually talk about all this, they predicted their own winner for the league, Inter Milan, Juventus, Barcelona, Real Madrid, all that. We just have to wrap it up. It's been a wonderful time in the studio with them. And I want to say thank you for coming on the show. Charles?
Thank you for having me. Looking forward to the Super Cup on Wednesday, by the way, for Super Cup. I think we saw Frankfurt being trashed yesterday by Bayern. I think the same will probably apply on Wednesday.
Yeah, so sure your team will win. Okay, Uzoma, thank you for coming on the show once again.
Thank you for having me.
And for that jibe, you'd actually throw it towards Elizardo Martinez. My United fan will attack you for that. Well, that's a good one there. We've been talking sports on 360 show on Trust TV. It's been a wonderful time. I am Adeni Ajishafe Sport. It's always business and fitness. Thanks for watching.